Manchester City has just won the 2022-23 Premier League, meaning they have won 5 out of the last 6 Premier League titles and the 9th in the club's history. Not only this, but in these past 6 seasons, they have also won the EFL Cup 4 times, Community Shield twice, and the FA Cup 1 time, while also losing 3 finals. However, Manchester City's domination only started about a decade ago, as they spent most of the 90s in what is now the Championship and League One, before getting promoted back to the Premier League at the end of the 2001-2002 season. Up until this point, Manchester City only won 19 trophies in their 122-year history. After the promotion to the top tier, they struggled to make the middle of the table in the first 7 seasons, before finishing 5th in the 2009-2010 season and winning the FA Cup the following season. This is where it seems their success has started, as they won 18 trophies since then, and they could still win 2 more until the end of the season. So, how did Manchester City become one of the most dominant teams in England in such a short amount of time? Firstly, let's look at the team's history and how they came about. Manchester was experiencing a lot of gang violence towards the end of the 19th century. Arthur Connell, a reverend at St. Mark's Church in Manchester, alongside his daughter Anna and other church leadership, wanted to change this. So they came up with a plan to start a cricket team. However, they soon realized this wouldn't work, since cricket is generally played during the warmer weather, meaning it wasn't a year-round sport. To combat this, they came up with the idea of starting a football team instead. It is widely believed the football team has come about after Anna Cornwall kept insisting on it, which will make the team that is now Manchester City the only major football club in the world founded by a woman. And so, they formed a team by the name of St. Mark's West Gorton, and they started playing. The first recorded match was a 2-1 defeat against the Macclesfield Baptist on the 30th of November 1880. According to the records, they needed 8 more matches in order to get their first ever win. A 3-1 victory away to Stalybridge Clarence on the 19th of March 1881. St. Mark's first competitive season was the 1880-81 season, where they played 9 games, out of which they have won 1, drew 3 and lost 5. The team has undergone several name changes in the early years, settling on the current name in 1894, which is also when the team adopted the iconic light blue kit. The team also had 6 home grounds in the first 7 years of existence. Hyde Road was a big step up for the team, as an unused hotel just outside the ground has become the team's headquarters, and it also provided changing rooms and shower facilities for the players. Not only this, but football was rapidly growing amongst the fans during this time, and Manchester City was doing well in their new home, meaning fans were interested in this local team which kept winning trophies. City became the best supported club in England in the 1910-11 season, when they averaged an attendance of 26,000 people. However, a mysterious fire destroyed the ground's main stand in November 1920, meaning the citizens had to move once again. They moved to Main Road 3 years later, which had a capacity of 80,000. In the 80 years spent at Main Road, Manchester City were mainly a bottom half Division 1 team and were even relegated 9 times during this time. They did, however, win 16 major trophies during the Main Road era. City has moved stadiums again in 2003, and they have since found themselves in the City of Manchester Stadium. Although they were still a bottom half of the league team for the first few seasons at their new home, something happened in 2008 which was going to change not only the history of the club, but also English football and perhaps even the sport in general. What exactly changed? Well, money. On the 1st of September 2008, Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed has bought Manchester City for 500 billion British pounds. One of the most exciting players at the time, Robinho, was also bought from Real Madrid on the same day. It's worth to mention that, just before the takeover, Manchester City also managed to buy Vincent Kompany and Pablo Zabaleta, while managing to get Sean Wright-Phillips back from Chelsea. Nigel de Jong also joined later in the season. Although City started having a strong team, they finished 10th in that season. The club also acquired the services of Silvinho, Patrick Vieira, Gareth Barry and Kolo Toure the following season. They even managed to snatch Carlos Tevez from the local rivals, and also appointed Roberto Mancini as coach in December 2009. They finished 5th that season, their best league finish in almost 2 decades. During the summer of 2010, City spent over 120 million on players. This included the likes of David Silva, Yaya Toure, Mario Balotelli, James Milner, Edin Dzeko and Alexander Kolarov. They ended 3rd in the league, won the FA Cup, which was the first major trophy in 37 years, and reached a run of 16 in the Europa League. The club has, of course, spent even more money on players for the 2011-2012 season. This includes Samir Nasri, Gael Clichy and Sergio Aguero, which has scored that famous goal literally seconds from the end of the season to win City their first Premier League title since 1968. Since then, the club only had 2 trophyless seasons, which is understandable since they kept getting the best players in the world, as well as having the best managers available. There's no hiding that the 2008 takeover is the main reason of City's current success. However, having the right people working well together is also a massive reason for this. As Pep Guardiola said in 2021, it's not just the money or the quality of the players that matters, but also the mentality. At City, you can see everyone pushes each other to keep going and be better, from the CEO all the way to the players. With the league already in the bag, City still has 2 trophies up for grabs this season, with both finals just around the corner. Do you think City can win these finals and finish the season with 3 cups? Please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, we have reached the end of the video and I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't take a lot and yet it would mean so much for me. Also, this is the video YouTube thinks you like the most, so please give it a watch if you want to see more similar content. Anyway, see you in the next video.